Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, we are going to do a pick a card today. Pick a scroll if you would like to stay to choose your own or adventure and see what shapes and symbols stand out and speak to your psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on Tarot and Oracle. And where Mr. Plasma here is, we have Ghost Tube kicking for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive a release freely. So when you're ready to choose your own adventure, here are your scrolls. If anything is standing out to you intuitively, 1, 2, 3, or perhaps in order, a 3, 1, a 2, 3, a 3, 1, 2, whatever feels good to you. When you are ready, I'm going to dig in here and start diving in, and I'll see you on the flip side of your choice. Pile 1, off we go. If you're ready for the reveal, let's do it to it. If you'd like to take a moment to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Here is your image, whether it's the ink that speaks, the words. Okay, so I'm going right into, I see a Wolverine. But a Wolverine that has a cap. I feel as though I am at, I'm at this much. I'm trying to think of like you when I was young. You say you've got me up to here. I don't know, but I don't. Maybe there's just something going on. There's also something about balance coming through because I'm seeing it like a book of knowledge. Book of knowledge. That's how I'm feeling there. Also, when I step into the scroll, it's my apple core. So there could be something about school or study. I'm taking a bite out of something. And you know when you take a bite out of something, then you look at it at the inside? It very specifically feels like fruit. But I feel as though that's what I'm doing. I'm also something about a pet. Sorry, we're going to start adding on some Tarot and Oracle in the Shaman's Palm here. So you have Ace of Wands stepping forward in your Cave of Ice. Ironically, as it's such a cave of ice, there's so much fire, right? So much. Oh, okay. Okay, give me a moment here. Because now I'm seeing this like, thank you, scorch marks of like where there was something. It's like being in the cave of ice. Thank you. It is though an ancestor, something about your ancestry, could be a grandmother. Also something about bone strength. So I don't know if calcium's coming through specifically. Something is coming to life from my lineage. I don't know which lineage, it's just how I'm feeling, so maybe you'll resonate. And it's going to inspire something that might relate to study, school, or what you do for work. Or what you want to do for work, because I feel like that's kind of why I'm studying or I'm in school for this. Because it's something I want to do for a living. Interesting. So your grandmother is in heaven, if you needed to hear that. And then I have King of Wands here stepping forward in my Cave of Winds of how I'm thinking. Interesting. This feels like a father figure or your masculine energy that is communicating, at least the way I'm sensing it, because I'm in relation to. So it doesn't have to be a father, but it could be a surrogate father, a stepfather, but it feels like a dominant male figure stepping forward. This feels very feminine fire, masculine fire. This also brings me into like the scorched circle of protection around me. Sorry, give me a moment. There's also something happening down here. There is what are those things called, like to go into a garden? Not like a
Yes.
pergola, but it's a rounded one. Even I'm going to call it a doorway. Give it a doorway. Sorry, the ink is changing on me and I'm just trying to like get my brain around it. And your Cave of Hearthfires is the Prince of Swords. If these cards mean anything to you, pile one, card one, you know the drill. Please follow your own intuitions first, as I tend to follow the artistry and I yammer on
Thomas.
intuitively. This feels like family in some way, shape, or form. Family. Now I feel like this is a brother stepping forward, and if it's not a brother, it doesn't have to be in spirit either. It could be a brother you have here, the spirit of, whether it's alive here in the awake life or in the afterlife, or you. You're being handed down something, definitely from this feminine fire figure. I do feel like that these, I don't know if this is the
Sure.
mother of this masculine or if they were together, like grandparents, or this is your dad's mom type thing, or on your dad's side of the lineage. Can I flip you? Thank you. Yeah, see, there's a conversation in here. I'm being handed off something. Oh, and there's chess pieces and bookends. B. Oh, look at that. Bookends. B. Give me a moment. Cave of Rivers. How am I feeling here? Not that. Anyway, Three of Swords. Okay, there might be some sort of heartbreak I'm still working through. Maybe I don't know. Do you know what it makes me feel like? As an example, I went to school for this and I've changed my mind. I would like to
Ophiuchus.
change directions. It doesn't have to be about school. Please insert the way it would feel best for you. Maybe it's career. You've always been in corporate and you want to try a different industry, or you want to, whatever the case may be is. And I'm wondering, this is just how I'm feeling. I'm wondering if I'm a disappointment. No, because I've been handing you this the whole time. You're not rebelling. You're revealing. You're revealing. I might have question marks around it, but I do get the sensation that this light over here in this contemplation of this card is what's being handed to me by somebody that has passed on. But I'm feeling a little, okay, sorry. So somebody also might have specifically been through a heartbreak, and I mean that by a breakup.
Slave.
They broke up with me. My heart goes out to you. Sorry, you'd like. Thank you. I apologize for the sorrow that you're going through, but I trust that you trust it. Oh my goodness, for the best outcome. Ace of Swords is in your Cave of Earth, so you are bookended. Thank you. Bookended again with two aces that are in here, and this conversation is happening up here. So this sword here is like this wand. And there's the converse. I don't know if these are parents. Okay, give me a moment. Can I we'll go over here. Thank you. I'm also talking to somebody like over the gate. Did you ever see the show Tim the Tool Man Taylor or Tool Time? I can't remember. But his neighbor, Wilson, was always at a fence like this. I might be looking at something, discussing something. Something about the core competencies, your core, what's at the core. I'm not the story of those that led before me, but it's almost like you're one to reveal, and through the reveals, through oneself, not projecting it out, because it's
Spell.
like there's generational gifts and there's generational trauma, and where are you going to land in that? How are you going to look at your story? And I feel like you're doing great things with it at the core of it. Okay, let's add on some oracle cards to close out here for card 1. I hope you are doing well. Woo! Divinity. Okay, so that's what, thank you. It was like when I bit into the apple and I take a look at it. It's like maybe you're dating somebody or a job, whatever context this is in, right? And you know me, corporate, creative, personal, professional, romantic, platonic. And whatever, you take this bite out of this apple and then you look at it and there could be a worm. That tells you something. But with here I am in the upper realm of spirit. It's knowledge. It's in the study and the schooling. This could be just like reading a book. Okay, sorry. Something about this breakup. Okay, the other rabbit hole that's coming through now is my boyfriend's past, because I'm hearing that song. My boy, dun, 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 be in trouble. Hey, nah, hey, nah. Okay, sorry, I don't even think it's that song, but vroom vroom. Anyway, he passed, and I'm grieving this loss of this brother or lover, boyfriend, partner, companion. He's part of the protection. So that's in relation to the passing. If it's somebody breaking up, everyone's still kicking it. Strong. Meat suit style. I feel as though they were blocking me. Like in a weird way, and I don't, but I'm going to say it because that's the way it's coming through. The relationship was not great for the soul space. It was very enslaving in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. It just feels very hostagey. There's a lot going on here, pile 1. I apologize if I'm all over, but I am grateful if you're here with me and hold space for others to receive their message. Okay, your other oracle card is Secrets. So, okay, thank you. Imbecile. Your grandmother's line, yes, this person up here does feel imbecilic. I'm not saying that in a judgment. It feels like a behavior. The secrets of the grandmother's line on your dad's side, specifically. There's that fire again. It's a good secret. It's about divinity, your divinity. On the other hand, the secret was this gentleman, I can't say gentleman, but this gent was holding a secret of your light, was holding it back. And this is what brings me into this in that landscape. If he has passed, different rabbit hole. He's part of the protection, especially while you're going through grief. And when I speak of the grief or the breakup, I'm angry. And that could be the stage I'm still in. Now, if this is in regards to maybe the channel of your job, I feel like it's easily relatable, and you might have taken a bite of the apple. Oh, we're going to give you this. Yes, this is the job, da, da, da. And maybe it's just not working out. There's worms in the apple. However, we have unity here. This is your Ace of Swords. Okay, see how right in here? And you are bookended with like drumsticks. One's a sword and one's a stick. And this unity of holding them both. And Doris. Embracing this fire. Doris could be the name of the grandmother coming through, if I may. Last oracle card for pile 1. Thank you. Destiny. And it's like studying your own lineage. Charlie's Angels, right? Like, again, I'm not stuck on female, this, that, or the other. Not likely. It's the essence of it. the essence of maybe different roles you've played, different childhood, adolescence to adulthood, mother, maiden, crone, father, son, Holy Spirit, you know, time, space, motion, whatever feels good to you. It's infinite in the interconnected nature of what's going on, but there's something at the core. Maybe you're working through grief or anger or pissed offness. Yeah, it's a new beginning. It's definitely a new beginning. Card 1, scroll 1. October could be important to you. It could be a birthday, death day, as well, just a time where you have a goal set for. So the fall season being beautiful as well. And Libra, the balancing of these scales of even moving through grief, breakups,
go away,
contracts, new jobs. It doesn't even have to be new, but bringing new energy to it. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this served. I will see you on the flip side for any other scroll you may chose, but if not, thank you for being here. You warm my haunted heart. Bye. Pile 2, when you're ready, let's do you. If you want to take a moment to close the eyes, take a cleansing breath, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Here is your scroll. If
it's
any
what I want.
Insights, shapes, and symbols are stepping forward to speak, and I will let that be. Okay. I'm going to dig in here, and we'll add on some tarot and oracle in the shaman's palm configuration. We're using the Starman Tarot and the Hecatian. I think that's what it really. Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. Oracle. Origami. I feel very specific. I feel very skilled. Oh, but I've been working like a dog. I'm seeing a billy goat gruff. You know, I'll say it the way it's coming through because I don't like to get in the way. Afternoon delight.
Turn it off.
Afternoon delight. No, we're not ready yet. I'm following. Oh no, I'm making an arrow. I am making a direction. I don't know that it has been. Okay, I know the point.
Douglas.
Of something. Maybe Douglas, the name means something to you, or is the spirit stepping forward to have a little shout out? There's a point. I understand the point, but I'm building the path towards that point. It's like in that whole manifestation kind of thing, like what do they say? Like you envision it, but you don't control every nuance of the way it could come towards you. That's what this feels like in here. I know the point, but I'm building the path towards it. With quite a skill set. Can we fall into the Cave of Ice, please? Princess of Swords. If anything is standing out to you, please follow that. Okay, so see how in this card, sorry if my nails are gross, there's usually ink or garden in there. I'm seeing this like the tip of the arrow right here. You have a spirit guide specifically with you. There's height. There's like, do you see that part of the path of the arrow? Like the arrow is there. You're rising above any sort of betrayal, if I may. There is a reverb moment in here. I made a decision. This dot thing, I don't even know what it is. It could even be a spaceship if any of you... okay, hold on. Satellites. That's it there in your scroll. You're kind of like a ninja. Like a nighttime ninja. It's just like astral traveling the way I'm seeing Aladdin. Something about, I don't know if it's in relation to afternoon delight or just in general for the sleep state. Something about the sheets. Changing the sheets, or maybe you're moving from seasonal sheets. Leave. It's like, these are my winter ones, these are my summer ones, or something along that lines. In the Cave of Winds, what do we have here is the Queen of Swords. So we've gone from the princess to the queen. My winds are wise. What I'm thinking is wise. I'm going to flip you. Thank you. Do you remember as kids? I don't even know if they still have them. There would be those toys, or like those at the jungle gym, the playground, and they had the big springs and there were animals and they're boing, boing. I'm seeing those. Or imagine like one of those car salesman blow up things that do all the wonky arms. Okay, and then a donkey kick is coming through. I will bring you with me. Sorry, a donkey kick is coming through. Somebody has really nice legs. Or pins, if you're a dancer. Is that what they call them? Pins. Mansion. And I'm putting this cap on. It's my goal. It's my goal. And I know that. It's the goal. This is in your Cave of Hearthfires, 10 of Cups. This is the goal. How I'm going to get there. I feel like these are both like astral and awake states. I feel like you collect a lot of information. Oh, I feel like I'm cutting cords. I just see somebody.
I remember you.
Just see somebody dancing. You remember? Do you remember? Like Jan Jackson, remember? There's flexibility. Like when I was seeing that car salesman thing, there, it's almost like that. The spirit guide in here. Like sometimes that's how it might feel like it moves, but I actually have control of it. Not of the spirit guide.
It's not for you.
It's just there's no bones. There's no bones to the spirit. There's no bones. Cave of Rivers is the Starman. I'm telling you, somebody's a dancer or performer. Okay, so for some it might be a performer in the familiar sense. One might recognize performing. For some it's about the way you perform, your passion and relationships, and also the way you perform at your job. I'm passionate about that. There's something about connecting those things. In the Cave of Hearthfires with the 10 of Cups, it's like that happy family, the goal, or even the spotlight being on me in some way, shape, or form, getting the promotions, moving up the corporate ladder, which is another form of family. Because they're frequencies that you're working with, right?
Open.
In your Cave of Earth is the 10 of Swords. Fast. Okay, give me a moment. Thank you. There's a side story here I'm going to acknowledge. So the rabbit hole of this is that my partner has passed. My happy family, my dream life, our goals that we have had. It doesn't matter what age you are in the widowy of it.
Go away.
And I feel as though it was a male that passed, and there's a wife or a partner, male energy, how there could be absolutely female expressed, but left a female energy or feminine energy and a daughter incarnate here. It feels severe the way the separation happened. But this energy, which is balanced, so it's, male or female expressed, but they're with the daughter a lot. And that's why it feels all like wooky, because it's like just electricity. Whatever her goals are. And if this isn't your scry story, I do want to thank you for holding space for others to receive their
Can you hear it?
snippets and messages. I can hear the electricity because it sounds like zzz, zzz, like or like a high hum. All right, let's keep going. Let's add on some Hakishian Oracle and see if anything else steps forward. Something about a sense of humor. And every time I'm in this scroll, and not all scrolls do this, so I don't, or even Inkblots in general don't do this for me, but I see like an Archie comic here. There's some sort of worry. I feel when I'm worrying, I'm with the spirit. Not necessarily about the daughter, which is maybe in general. So there's also something about I don't even know that I know the word promiscuity. This partner with the hearth fire in the center, because this is winds and this is rivers, how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. But then this is what's here and now. Okay, give me a moment. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but 'tis the process. See guardians coming through.
Do you know?
The one before the gate. The guardian. The one before the gate. You know what it kind of reminds me of? No matter what context this is in. Personal, professional, corporate, creative, yada, yada, yada. It's like having a doorman. It's like you go for a job or an interview, but you go for the interview first. You just don't get the job. You talk to somebody. You network. You shake hands. There's this process of like interacting, but still keeping yourself guarded, but in a good way.
Keep recording.
Yeah, I'm there. Strength is coming through with the lioness, and I'm coming back over here to the Princess of Swords, if anything's standing out to you.
It's impossible.
I don't know if this daughter is 14 or it's been 14 years, 14 days, but the number 14 seems
foolish.
Seems important. I want to come back to the performer for a moment. Knowledge. Yeah, see this queen here? She has the knowledge. And I'm only saying she, but it absolutely could be a he. Because I'm not here to define anything. It's just when energies are fluid, it's language, and I'm not going to poo-poo on language. We're doing the best we can as it evolves with us. There's so much wisdom and knowledge here.
Are you from here?
Yes, I am. Are you from here? Again, I don't mean to be prudish or overly prudish, but I'm trying to be respectful. See, in this picture here, and she's covering her bits. And we've been talking about passion, afternoon delight, but
Shaman.
Also maybe somebody needs, maybe that somebody needs that. Maybe this is permission from your partner that has passed to say, allow the lioness to come out, or lioness, the energy to go out, and don't fret, be happy, love. But I do feel like there's this side story guardian of a daughter, for sure.
Laura.
Perhaps the name is Laura. 20 with the card retreat. Sorry, we're just going to put you over here, Starman. There we go. Because something happened with in my cave of hearth fires, my happy family, my happy life, my job, whatever it was. Something left, something retreated, and it moved into the shadows. What I'm going to say is grief, but grief is also a big word. Person, place, or thing. I don't know why it feels so severe. Sorry, I just had a moment. I actually couldn't tell you what just happened in that last second. Couldn't even tell you. Thank you. Fear. Okay, so in the cave of earth, I have here fear.
Buy me a coffee.
With the 10 of swords. Thank you if you do decide to buy me a coffee. Links are below in the description box and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Is that with the Archie thing? What am I fearful of? I'm also seeing way deep in here, in the path, in the line of the path. So somebody who's a dancer, you're rising on up. Like that's very skilled set, very much origami. Like you were heading up, 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 up. This is also skill set, the way you dance around your job, whatever the case is. Feels very corporate or career oriented, I'll say. But in here, there's like a hinge thing, or like a vent, your floor vents, and you can move the little hoop thing, and it closes the vent, opens the vent, closes the vent, opens the vent. That's what I'm seeing. And it kind of goes back and forth. When I'm in this, even the words I want to say, when I fall into it, when I step into it in relation to some sort of grief, it feels like a back and forth. Good days and bad days, good days and bad days.
I can't leave.
Good minutes, bad minutes. And I feel that. Haunted heart to one haunted heart. I send you a hug. There's also a message coming through from the partner that has passed on from somebody. They feel the separation too. They're trying to help alleviate the fear of moving forward. They speak.
Foolish.
Okay, so it's this electricity thing again. It's non-forming. I don't know how to explain it. It's non-forming. For some, you might also, if this is somebody younger or a daughter, even if your daughter's like 50, right? I don't know. The age is insignificant to me at this point. The emotions of reaching my goal, being striving, could be sometimes feel closed off. And it's like it's like a parent. It's like I worry that they're not having enough fun, or I worry that they're not taking enough time to rest, or, all those kind of great things. I worry. But they have a lot of strength in there. But it's like also in that state of going through energies, the emotions potentially projecting out into like poltergeist stuff. So I feel like there is this air and understanding of being mindful of that energetic environment that is being fed by the living, not the dead. Is this message kind of all over? I feel like he was killed. He or she. They were killed. Sorry, they were killed. Because it felt severe. Murderous, if I may. Even if that's unto my own heart. Okay, final card. Oh, I don't think I didn't need to, but apparently we're getting one. Yeah, okay. So they have the soul that is stepping forward, the spirit. So the cards that came up are transition, psychopomp soul guide, and unresolved past. I don't know if those will come through, but there they are. Maybe this is how you're feeling since they've transitioned. Even if it was 14 years ago, maybe there's still questions. Maybe it's like a cold case, something along that lines.
I'm scared.
And it still sits here with this fear. And these swords. that guardian as well. They are working with the guardian, the psychopomp of souls. Because I gotta say, whoever this spirit is, it's like a super spirit guide to help work through the severity of the pain in the story that's still being told. What feels unresolved. What feels unresolved.
Core.
I'm going to leave this here. Pile 2. I hope this did serve, inspire. I send a hug out to all the haunted hearts out there. I'm going to move on to pile 3 if you're going to come with me, or if you're moving on back to 1, wherever you are. But if not, thank you so much for being here. And again, I send you a heart and share in the light of the strength that you have ultimate guardians helping to alleviate the hurt. And until next time, bye. Pile 3, card 3, when you're ready. If you'd like to take a moment to close the eyes, cleansing the breath, palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support for whomever is here at any time. Let the reveal be revealed. Here's your Inkblot if anything steps forward, allowing any shapes or symbols to speak to your psyche and psychic senses. We will flip it later on. I'm going to dig in here. Okay, so I can tell you right now the way I'm feeling is it's like, suck it. I don't know if I'm being funny or I'm saying no to something in a very funny way, but I kind of feel like a badass. I feel I'm holding up a good boundary. I'm not going out of my way to be rude. I feel like I'm just simply, I'm out. In a fun way as well, I'm also seeing, you know how sometimes siblings or people that are really close or couples will communicate with weird language, like what might be giving the finger or something to somebody, but it's really like their symbol or cue for something else, and it feels cute. That's also how that's feeling. Interesting, I'm just going to say it because that's the way I'm seeing it. I see like a small person, like a toddler. I believe they're in spirit, so my condolences, but spirit to me is both alive and in the afterlife, but I'm not sure where they are, but I believe they're in the afterlife, and the way I'm seeing it is like they gotta go pee.
What
they gotta
happened
go
to
pee,
me?
so they're small. Maybe 2, 3, yeah, give or take, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing that. It's actually quite cute. They sit with you a lot. They smile with you a lot. They like to skip rope or play, I don't know, play with strings or something around the house. Okay, let's start adding on some Tarot and Oracle. Card 3. Somebody's got a little bit of a grumpy gopher guts going on. Okay, well, hold on here. Because this gruff doesn't... It's almost like a false gruff. It's weird. The way it's coming through, it feels like a false gruff. Like... Okay, well, maybe it's not false. With the 5 of Wands coming in the cave of ice. And it almost looks like that concrete building could be made of ice. Sand and ice of times. Actually, I want to flip you back for a moment.
I can hear you.
I think this is what I'm saying. But I'm flipping the bird to this. As it like unleashes or
Not likely.
how do you say? Melts. You've been battling a lot. Scroll 3, pile 3, card 3. In your cave of winds is, I don't even know, Princess of Swords. If any of the artistry is standing out to you, please follow the symbols or the card meanings. as I tend to yammer on about art and insights. There's something about the city. Something about a city. Maybe I'm leaving the city, moving out to the country. Like, I'm out. I've had enough of this. It doesn't even need to be so extreme. Obviously, you're here. You're very adept at understanding, placing the symbols where they fit for you or releasing them. It could also be, this job. Or it could be, I'm moving out of this apartment and I'm going to move to a new apartment. I feel like I'm just leaving some sort of building. Maybe there's just a lot of competition because I'm also seeing it like lawyers or something or architects.
Jason.
Maybe it's just some form of high intense, high competition industry building. Like it could be a gymnasium or a hockey rink, lawyer studio. I don't know. It feels highly competitive, and I feel like I am moving on. I am moving on from that. I think it's just an environment thing. Because it's like seeing who's coming up for partner and then everybody kind of goes weird. Or the big boss is coming in and everyone goes weird. But it's the weird that just seems to stay. In the Cave of Hearth Fires, in your heart is the Four of Pentacles. See, whatever. I think, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of somebody that goes out on their own. Maybe you're leaving the nest. You're done school. You're gonna strike it out on your own, or you've been a realtor, and now you're gonna go and be a realtor, like start your own business. You know what I mean? I feel like you're able to do at least two things super, super well, and I'm secretly working on a third. I stand upon the fourth, like a sewer grate, but people don't even see that sewer grate. But it's like right there. I feel like you're highlighted. You're highlighted, pile 3, even though, but you don't, maybe you know it, because it feels like it's from history. I don't know what history means there. If it's like your history of where you've been, looking at your career, looking at your relationships, the history of them, or if it's like legitimately like being a historian of something. Somebody also might play basketball and or something about wrestling. Now, I'm not sure if like wrestling is a sport. I believe it is, and excuse my ignorance. But it feels like I could be wrestling with two opportunities or two ideas about something. Because I feel like you can conquer whatever this is, but it's like you're deciding, do you even want to do that? Because you're kind of rising above. Rising above. You also have a spirit with you. It just changed on me from the child to a person. Somebody just has an awful boss. At least that's how it's feeling to me. Cave of Rivers is the sun. This is how I feel. Here comes the sun. This is what I can create. Like liquid gold, like almost like like a glass blower or a welder or something. You can create things. Also, I don't know if I feel like I'm in very fine computer things, techie things, micro something or others. I'm suddenly like very. It's tiny. I don't. Maybe like engineering something or IT. Maybe is that the word, IT? Yeah, somebody might have, you might be the son, male or female expressed, but like the dad's grumpy, but I feel like the dad's gone, to be honest with you, because also seeing it as a blue jay, but specifically like a really big blue jay that you would see being like a bully to other birds. And then Six of Cups is coming in your Cave of Earth. Yeah, see, something's being rearranged successfully. But I think you're the rearranger. Or I'm looking at things, how I can rearrange them. Two of Wands is even on the bottom. Some sort of decision. It feels something about money or materials. Money or materials. So here's like a horrible example, but I do the best I can. It's like, oh, if I use this soldering, okay, not even soldering something or other, I save a cent. But this, if I use this soldering something or other, it costs a cent more, but it gives me better quality. So, maybe it's a quality and quantity type thing, energy and environment, whatever you're doing. I feel like you can almost do it though with one hand. There's something about the way you're able to do it. Yeah, see, like one hand is up there. Straightening. Somebody also, thank you. You might have, like, at least for me, sometimes if there's a lot of spirit activity in a house or something, they'll tilt pictures. You might have that around. I feel like you're very, very bright and you feel very, very bright. You might have a big personality as well.
Children.
I feel like you can shine really easily in whatever it is that you're doing. Even if you're like a big old partner in or up for being partner or whatever the case is. Pick any of the examples. Maybe even in your relationship, there's sometimes like an extroverted one more than the other. So just as a quick side story, because this gentleman or this grandpa in spirit, not grandpa, what is it? It feels daddish, but they feel older. So they're learning something about opening up their perception. They're learning too. I'm sorry. I'm learning too. And they're trying to extend that out to you. Because I feel like I'm seeing Bart Simpson.
How old are you?
Do you know, like from the Simpsons show? And I haven't seen it for, oh my goodness, so many years. But would Homer like strangle him? Like be like, rah! That's how I'm kind of seeing it. Yeah. He's learning. He's learning something while in the spirit realm. Okay, let's add on some oracle cards. My haunted heart goes out to you, and I send a hug if you're going through grieving process or healing process in that relationship. But please do know that you are supported, and I appreciate you. Okay, let's add on some oracle cards to help close out this message, or see if there's any
Give it to me.
Any other messages that would like to come
I'm
through.
coming.
All right. There's somebody's working out, spiritual fitness. Maybe this is in relation to the spiritual cleansing. Eater of filth. I feel like this is the cleansing that possibly this dad figure or this overbearing boss or somebody is going through. But I would like to focus on me, because I feel like which is you, if you're resonating with this part, I feel like through this cleansing, this is where I get my shine back. Stella gets her groove back type thing. It can be a little nerve-wracking. I'm also seeing somebody, like, if you're having to step out, you could be like, oh my goodness, am I going to get this job? Or things are being rearranged in your favor. And as I say that, ecstasy comes up. Like, you could be working through the card 30. So if anything's stepping forward to you, like, you could be 50, I feel like
it's cold.
It doesn't matter how old or young you are. And what you might be working through with stuff from other dominant energies or parents, this, that, or the other. So, but this is what's coming in your cave of earth. This is what you're drawing through the cycle of the power that's literally in your palm, as we are here in the shaman's palm. This is your midworld. But in here, you have it up here. The Midas touch is in your palm, but there's a lot of fire that's required, or it's working through. Maybe you're working with, especially with the Five of Wands here, through any of that, or working with the fire energy as your friend to help forge whatever this creation is. Whatever you want for your life to experience, whatever you want to transition into, and what journey you want to experience. Notably, neither of these are during the day. You shine during the day. Which maybe this is like, I am usually very introverted. This is an extroversion aspect asking to come out. And it's nerve-wracking. But maybe it's something you're working on. Because you're like, no, my introvert is healthy when or at least for me, that's what I always say. I'm like, I have... Or maybe you're in the closet and you're like, I don't know. I want to, cleanse and shine who I am, shine who my soul is. But it's nerve-wracking, right? Maybe you're going through a transition, any sort of transition. But that in and of itself is a journey. Maybe you're not telling anyone about this. Maybe this is a new career path. Maybe this is in relation to your physical expression. Whatever the case is. But it's happening. It's happening. You are happening because you are the creator of it, and it's based on you, no one else. And then I have here unlocking. Did I say it? Yeah, unlocking. The key bearer. See, you are the key bearer of your creation. You are. It's also, if somebody is up for a job or something and you actually want it, I feel like you are going to get it. Some of you might decline it though. Yeah, you might decline it. You might get it, but decline it. This feels intense. This feels, I want to note that on the pinky and the thumb, all of this ecstatic energy of this garden, whatever it is that you're growing, but you are the one unlocking it. And while even at your center, even if this isn't someone else, this is within your own aura, and you're just in a grumpy gopher guts space right now because of this energy going on. Maybe because your path feels dark right now. And wherever you are being guided through the transition, through the journey. Because you're actually creating it along the way. You're creating the conditions in which you are going to heal and come out the other side through said walk of fire type thing. It's not there to hurt you. It's not there to hurt you. Please don't feel that you are in any sort of way pathetic, because I feel like you're quite powerful. It's just I don't want to even say that like, oh, it's just
talk with me.
You're powerful. And right now the focus is on a particular path, but it's changing. It's nerve-wracking. But you've got the sun there underneath the feeling, like it. It's like a complete cremation and rebirth all at once. And a rearranging of cells, memories even. And then it's going from grumpy to God. I don't know. I don't know how else to say it. That's what it feels like. And it feels quite incredible. But I do want to acknowledge it's the proverbial like dark night of the soul, or what anyone else, whatever words that might feel good, or whatever knowledge-based items that might come through to help you to navigate it, right? It's not about solidifying it. This is what it is. It's simply an expression of something you can resonate with, because soon enough you will not be resonating with it by choice.
Disgusting.
So I'm going to let it be here. Please do not stay in the disgustingness. This too shall pass, as they say, because you will create the path to move through it, because you are the Midas touch. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I want to thank you so much, Card 3, for being here. I send a hug out to all the haunted hearts, and I'm truly grateful for your time, attention, and awareness. And until next time, bye. Secret Scry. Come on in if you'd like to sneak in for a secret scry here. It is our tradition here, to the best of my ability, should the time permit, to do a little secret scry. So when you're ready, here is your secret scroll. If you'd like to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Dun, dun. Here is your scroll. If any shapes or symbols, or you can take a screenshot if anything stands out so you can scry in your own time. On your own time, in your own time. Let's dig in here. Oh, yes, I am working. I feel like... Okay, so I feel as though...
Why am I here?
That's a really good question. I feel as though I'm the thorns. You know, like if you were rummaging through gardening or something like that. And I'm with like something with thorns. But I'm good. I've got my protective gear on. But I still am acknowledging I'm among the thorns. Do you know that show, movie? Don't even know, because I can't actually say with confidence that I've seen it, but it's schmucking me in the third eye. Ted. So I'm going to, Ted. There's actually an older show I could probably reference. There's like a guy with a bunny or something like that. A stuffed bunny, but Ted is the closest thing that's coming to mind. Is it some sort of feelings? Maybe you're feeling at a point right now that you are working through thorny things. But I feel like, okay, so here's another great thing about this. Secret Scry. In the show Community, in some season, in some episode, Troy and the main guy find a garden with a trampoline. And it's like this secret garden with this trampoline where they can just bounce. And there's all these other side stories to it. But the point is that they, by accident, by throwing this basketball, they find this secret garden. I feel as though I am gardening or pruning thorns because I know there's a secret garden, or I want to bring air to roses or light to inner roses. I'm also seeing like the Mad Hatter get like a haircut, if that's a thing. Like maybe you're thinking about getting a haircut. I don't know. I have crazy hair all the time, so I can't say. Can't say much. You are. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start adding on some tarot and oracle in the Shaman's Palm configuration. In the Secret Scry is all about shows. I love it. Ace of Cups coming through. See, this is the secret garden. This is what's de-thawing in the Cave of Ice, the historicness of it. I love that. Sorry, can you give me a moment? I gotta come back, but yes, I see you, so I will talk to you through that. In the show, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, there's a time traveling guy at the very end. I think it's the very end anyway. I don't even really think. No. It's the same guy that plays somebody's... something about time travel. In your cave of winds, in your thoughts, is justice. This is balance, maybe even between timelines. Am I freed from something through this? The thorns of timelines? The thorns. Because I want to see this bloom. It's like this is where I come out. Like I'm through the thorns here. And I've been pruning and trimming, or I don't know, whatever this might symbolically mean to you. And I come out to the secret garden. And I get to relish in some sort of Okay.
It's not for you.
It's not justice in the way I'm feeling it that I might typically wander to social justice, this, that, or the other. This feels like a universal justice of my mind and my heart. Does that make sense? Because this guy's like, and I just say this guy generally, is like the welder, the wacky welder, but it's also like my goodness, there's so many shows coming in. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, please. It's late. It's very late. And I gotta go to work in the morning. Oh, see, now I flee because I interrupted myself. The man behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. I'm creating some sort of contraption to have access to this. The Mad Hatter gets the haircut. I'm also seeing I think it's an oil riggy thing, or an old well water pump. If you're insulting me with pathetic, then you're gonna have to, I've been called worse. So. No thanks. All right. Let's keep going here. Four of Pentacles is in the Cave of Hearthfires. This is what you're creating. Four of Pentacles might mean something to you. You know the drill. Follow that. See him here with that mask on? I think you are coming into something, Secret Scry. Woo! My whole ghost tube app thing just almost fell. I hope, okay, we're good. Coming, it's like it's somehow held a secret. See, I'm getting all excited here, jumping timelines of these thorns. And once I have this feeling, it's the feeling. Then my mind and my heart get to work as one. Seeing a tiger in there. I don't actually think it's a tiger, but I'm also seeing the show Westworld. Oh my goodness, this feel, I know I'm probably not doing it any sort of justice, but I feel as though I am in a multi-dimensional meditation in the Secret Scry. I'm hearing eat your heart out, eat your brain out. We're here. We're a little spooky. What is it, Clarice? Hello, Clarice. But it's not so creepy. It feels like, how do I say that? It's frequencies of something. Okay. Whoever you are, and if you're here, if you're resonating, thank you so much for being here. But see how there's a line down the middle? It's like these two aspects of this mad scientist, this Mad Hatter, this Wizard of Oz, this timeline jumper, whatever the case may be. It's creating something within my heart that sparks my brain to continue searching for this Eden thing, this Garden of Eden, this secret, because the way I'm seeing is like this DNA and this DNA, something's being upgraded because of some sort of internal work I've done. I'll just say it. There it is. Because of some sort of internal work I've done. That's way too many. Don't be ridiculous, but we'll take the top one. Six of Swords is in the Cave of Rivers of how I'm feeling. Like I'm training. I'm training for something. What my heart wants. Okay, so I'll take that with it. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't too many. With the 10 of Wands there. Love. I'm still in the Cave of Rivers, the way I'm feeling. Love. And I actually just said to my girlfriend the other day, I'm deflated, not defeated, whatever context this might be in. Because this is work. Spiritual work, physical work, psychological work, emotional work, spiritual work, whatever the case is. But it's almost like from whatever a 10 of Wands might mean to you. And it's like I can see the stairs and it's like, no, No. That is bringing me into elevate up to here, or you can do the work and go up there. I feel right now I've already done this, and I'm done the obstacle course of this, the shrouds of maybe like a really nasty,
Dangerous.
thorny bush that didn't have roses. It's reminding me of this anyway, that we're in like in front of my grandparents' house or even my sister's house, and they used to plant them under windows for like security reasons because they were just, some just nasty. Anyway, so the point being is I've already done this. Some sort of aspect of me has been through this and is resting and healing and recuperating, and a new part of me is actually born from it to take the lead for the next stage. Because this is what I want to say, this is what I'm after.
Another room.
Okay, Cave of Verse, please. Some of you might feel like you've been through the ringer. You've been through the ringer. Okay, Fool. Cave of Earth. So thank you. It's like I can see the story.
It's warm.
I've been training, deflated, less defeated. But as I'm like so tired, I'm not defeated. I will cross the finish line. This is not a rebellious ignorance. This is not in a, safety first. This is in because this is what's on the other side of it. This is what I know it's for. This is my Eden, my secret garden, my inner rose. I don't know if it was me or somebody else thought I couldn't make it. I don't know why I'm concerned if somebody else thought I couldn't make it, but maybe their perspective was important to me. Maybe it's a parental figure that had different thoughts than I did, maybe different insights of what they wanted for me or who I should have been. Okay, so I'm going to, for one moment, I've carried those 10 of Wands, those burdens. They're not mine. They're human. They're human too. They're learning too. That was the example that was set, and they carried that on. But you might have even broken a cycle. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that to beef anybody up, but kind of to really pat you on the back and say it's obvious that you did. You did the work. I also want to note, like, from ice, winds to heart feels very present to me. It's though I feel back in time. I was just talking to my girlfriend about this again the other day. So funny. So I'm glad because the language comes through. It's like when you're a child, your inner child and your inner adolescence. Yet you might be 28. You might be 44. You might be 79. But you might still feel in some degree these things are happening. But that's almost like that's the signs of a true master or illuminator. With the Fool here, the sacred clown, is that you're always playful, in training, student. You understand that, well, physically, maybe at some point in time, you're working out, you're going to the gym, or you're taking karate, whatever these things are. But that means another aspect of you is resting. Maybe it's the part that likes to read books, or maybe it's the part that needs to go do a million things, or go to the office, pick anything. So whatever strength is stepping forward to train. You go to read a book, but you're also now not maybe polishing up your paintball skills. And it's like you always know whatever one is forward, there's another aspect resting. That's how this feels. And it feels quite brilliant because it's like I can feel, I know that alchemy. I'm an adult. But when in certain topics or areas, I feel like I'm 5 again, and other times I feel like I'm 15 again. So it's like, well, how do I say what an adult is? What should I know? What shouldn't I know? When I am all of them at the same time, depending on what area it's in. You know what I'm saying? Did I butcher it? Hopefully I didn't. Okay. Let's on an oracle card to close out, guys. And then I have to get to bed because it's almost midnight and I got to work in the morning. I gotta work in the morning. Oh, and 3 came out because, you know. So we have here the Temple at Lagina, Sacredness, Fear, the Grim, and Origins, Primordial. Oh my goodness. So I got to jump over here too to Primordial because I saw it earlier, but I didn't speak to it. Right there. Origins. Origins. No matter what's going on, again, I shouldn't say no matter, that's not the way it feels, but it's kind of like, while this is training and working, this is tired and resting, something else, another aspect of me is being born, another idea, another action that I may take, right? A thought in form. As you are the origins and the originator of it. There's also, like I said, some sort of cycle that is not going to repeat because of you, and you will be you will be the origin point for other generations to not know, maybe so blatantly, because they won't need or have the certain experiences based on certain cycles that were coming to a close through you. But I admit, see, even the way I'm looking at, I'm going backwards. I know there's really no up or down, front or back here, especially working with Inkblots, but I'm back into like the time traveler. You are the one working through your fears. What are the origins of them? Do they deflate me?
Strong.
You're very strong, and you continue. Your inner child always has the energy to continue to learn those things. Like, right, when we look at children, like, oh my goodness, they have so much energy. But that still exists within you. Sacred Clown. It's always there, the Fool, for your beginning. Whenever you want to begin something, begin from here, not again. And this whole thing just feels, I guess it's like temple work, which brings me into the garden again. I've got all the, it's like I'm clearing, like this person with, or this energy that has the goggles on, the gloves on, the hat on, everything to go out and do the gardening, has been pulling away the brush from the sacred temple, which reveals your Ace of Cups, your Garden of Eden, which through this whole cycle brings you about to another point of origin, another beginning. I'm going to leave it here, Secret Scry. I hope this did serve or inspire. You guys warm my haunted heart. I'm so grateful for your time, attention, and awareness. Did you pick me? Did you pick the Secret Scry? Pick me. I am so grateful for you. So I look forward to seeing you again soon. I'm going to continue on with the sign. So keep an eye out on the channel. Notifications on, because Scry sign is back. I'll see you again soon. Gratitude for being you. Lots of love.